Hi everyone, this is Brendan here. So I told you guys I'll be making a farming tutorial guide for you guys to improve your farming rates. But I didn't mention that I won't be making one video solely to just make a tutorial to explain everything on how to improve your farming rates. But I'll make like a few videos to show my progress as how I push my trophies, at the same time also farming for resources, and at the same time explaining to you guys what do I look out for and how to improve your farming rates, so that you guys can get a hang of it and also improve your rates. So we will just talk more about my attack logs for today. As you can see, I did a little bit of sniping of the town hall. So sniping of town hall is also important as it will get you the loot bonus. So that adds up to a little bit of bonus, and also to maintain your trophies, that's also important, which I think I'll talk about that in the next video as I have planned for this particular one for you guys already. So we will proceed on to look at the first replay that I want to show you guys. So this base is actually Town Hall 9. As you can see, the resources is 180,000 and 216,000 elixir. Wasn't that much as compared to later the rates that I'll show you guys. But why I attack this base is because, as you can see, the resources, they are all inside the collectors. So as mentioned, collectors, how to see is look at the crates, the storage over there, the small little compartments whereby they collect the resources. So that's one thing that I look out for. And also I will also see whether the base is easy for me to get a 50%. So with this base, it's not very difficult to get a 50%. Looking at it, that is a Town Hall 9. Town Hall 9 has 72 buildings to the whole entire base. So you just have to destroy a total of 36 buildings, whereas a Town Hall 10 will have 80 buildings, so you have to destroy like 40 buildings to get a 50%, which is slightly more difficult. So that's for the first rate that I want to show you guys. So the second rate that I'd like to show is this one. It's 300 over 1,000 resources. So as you can see, the base is a dead base. So if the king and queen on the outside, CC there ain't even troops on the inside. So I just deployed some of my troops to take out the queen fight. I didn't want her to harass some of my troops later when I start to deploy. So deploying them in that particular manner, which I will also explain in my next tutorial video, talking about deployment strategy, why I deploy in this manner or whatsoever. But now we will be focusing on the raid itself. So as you can see, the collectors are very full as mentioned, and even the X-bow and also the infernos are down. So that's some things to look out for, whether to determine this base is a dead base. So this base really, as you can see, is a dead base. Later when the Dark Elixir drill goes down, you will see that the Dark Elixir will go all the way to 0 availability. So that's how we know that it's totally a dead base. This base hasn't been active for quite a while already. So yeah, I've stole all the loot for this particular base. So now we proceed on to the third replay that I'd like to show you guys. This one is also another 100 over 1,000 resources. So the main question of the day, what I want to explain to you guys is, some of you guys have been asking me, what's the minimum amount of resources do I go for? The answer is, depends on where the resources are being located. If the resources are easily accessible for my BAM army or whatever army that I'm using, I will definitely go for it. If it's above 150,000 or even lesser, sometimes even 120,000, I will go for it also. Especially for Dark Elixir, if it's just a 1,000, but if it's totally outside, just at the corner with the Town Hall exposed, I will take it, no problem. But of course, if the resources is like 400,000 all the way in the core, very difficult to get with the Infernos protecting, and then I know that if I were to try my luck to get it, if I only get one storage, for example, I will only get like 100,000. So there's practically no point for me to attack such a difficult base with, although high resources. So we will look at one example of a very high resources but rather easy base, but it's not all in the pumps and the mines. So as you can see on the top left is it's like a 1 million resources base. So I was focusing more on the DE and also the elixir. So as you can see, I was dropping my troops where the Dark Elixir drills were located. On the top left, I was focusing, trying to lure the queen out, hoping that she would jump over the wall so that my troops can take her out. Sorry. So now, continuing the raid, I dropped more of my troops, my archers on the top left side to take out the elixir collector. So now I focused on that point already. So I'll be continuing on the right side, looking at where the town hall is exposed. Hopefully I can get the town hall so I can score the win. The top part is where is the most critical part, because the more resources are on the top, 3 of the collectors on the top and also 2 of the dark elixir drill. So I was focusing more on my troops there, dropping my CC there, which I knew I had 5 wizards my clanmates have kindly gave me. So now focusing at 2 positions on the right side, which I've dropped some of the archers, and now focusing on the bottom, which the king I've reached my troops over there so that they can take out the collectors. One rage cost 33,000 elixir, and the particular collector itself was like more than 50 over 1,000 elixir. So obviously it was cost worthy to take it out. So now dropping my queen, take out the last drill and just ending the battle with all that particular resources. As you can see, like the gold itself, I know I didn't take out most of the gold mines, but if you look carefully, I did take out all the elixir drill pumps, but there are still a little bit of resources inside. So obviously I will not go for it, because there is no point for me to use all my troops, especially my king and queen, to try to go for the storages. So main question of the day is what kind of bases do I go for? So those are the bases I go for. And also what's the minimum loot I go for? Around 120,000, 150,000, depending on where the loot is. So I just hope you guys will learn something from this particular video, and will be able to increase your farming rates, and hopefully you guys can subscribe also and leave a like if you guys would like more of this kind of farming tutorial videos from me. And with that said, I'd like to thank you for watching my video, and clash on.